Dude,
Great idea.
I love that music. It was like I just finished eating dinner and I'm like, oh man, I'm just getting sleepy. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden that kicks in. I'm like, yes, it's Friday night. It's time to do this. What's going on, folks? It is Friday night. It's 7:30 here on the Panhandle, and y'all know what that means. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty of Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What is up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend, and it's going to be a fun show. Yes. Lots of cool stuff coming your way. We got some answers from last week, continuing on. So that'll be good. And then a whole lot of, me and Mike talking. Because that's what you came here for. Let's be honest. So,
absolutely.
It looks like it's Panhandle. All right. So there. Damn it.
Panhandle Fishing Report. What are we
What
doing?
are these
Givers. What was that show?
Givers.
Yeah.
I remember Takers.
I don't know. Anyway. Givers.
All right.
What up? Everybody's coming in as a Facebook user. What is up?
What is going on with
Where
our
are y'all
stuff?
watching from?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that feed.
Whoever posted that comment, let us know where you're watching from.
Oh, it's always something. I'll bet you $10 it's me again. I'll bet
Lex and Terry, that is what it is. That exactly that. Yep. I don't know. I've been spoiled ever since I got my truck a couple of years ago. All I listen to is XM, so I no longer.
What are you talking about, Lex and
I need
Terry?
to go back. Lex and Terry, the radio show. You never listened to Lex and Terry?
I don't.
What? You not know who Lex and Terry is?
All right. Okay. Confession.
G and Sarah Morgan and what?
Yeah,
Sarah B. Morgan.
You not even a first idea. So yeah, for me, the only radio I listen to is if it just happened to be stuck on that radio station that my phone didn't pick up at the time. It's either podcasts for me or death metal. So those no differential for me. JC on my page, so he's on mine.
JC.
Okay.
Best place to watch from Panhandle Fishing Report.
Yeah, I do Panhandle Fishing Report. That's probably going to be your best.
That's probably the best. Yeah.
All
so
right,
we can see who our users are. We're no longer friends, Demo.
Hey, guys, I don't know what my stuff is. I mean, sometimes my personal page works. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know.
It's so
don't
weird.
lie. You're listening to K-pop. That's only when Abby's in the car, Donnie. You know that. Only Abby gets her K-pop.
That's crazy. Deerfield, what's going on? What is happening? Cranking out some carts tonight out there in the shed, getting stuff going.
That's a fun
Swanee,
stuff.
Kansas. Wow. Nice.
Viewer. I know who that. Okay, I know.
I know who that is. You're like, I know who that is.
It's like, who's in Kansas? Who do I know in Kansas?
Carl, what about the Finding Demo page? I don't know. Are you watching it from?
He's watching it from your
YouTube page.
No, he's watching
one of
our YouTube. Yeah. Listen, the best thing to do right now, if you're going to do comments tonight, let's just fix this and get this cleaned up. If you're willing, and if you've sent a comment, and you see that your name's coming up as Facebook user,
that's better, JC.
Like that. Yep, there we go. Panhandle Fishing Report on Facebook is a great place to go. And then the YouTube, whether it's Smitty's or Finding Demo, that's streaming on those three. Between those three, if you want to put comments in, we'll see them. I mean, granted, we'll see them anyway, but at least we'll know who you are, because we got a couple of ideas tonight that we're gonna do, and we need to know who is who to do said thing. So
I don't think it would work for Facebook user. Dustin, what's going on, buddy? East Coast checking in. I'm scrolling back up through the comments here. Stephen Connor, what's up?
I'm way off.
Thanks for joining.
Mr. Cobb, good evening to you, sir.
Cobb.
What do we got here? I think he's coming back down for the tournament, too.
Not Hunt for Red
My
October,
name is Cliff.
but Crimson Tide. Nice.
So it's Cliff. Cliff normally watches from mine.
What are you watching from that? Yeah. Where are the fish at? That's a good question.
We'd love to know.
If you know,
fact, you know what?
let us know.
I think it's this feed, and I'm going to kill this feed. So if you're on Finding Demo Surf Fishing podcast page,
why do you think it's that one?
I just have.
You're going to take it off? Take it off. See what happens.
Oh,
sorry.
Post was created. Yeah, I don't care.
Can you? Okay.
I did.
Made it. What up, Tom? What's up, buddy?
Hey, Tom.
Yes, Cop will be at the tournament. Nice. Good deal.
Excellent. Look
All
forward
right.
to seeing you. Okay, so
Hey,
if it's another one, it'll be mine. So yeah, we're working through technical
you think
difficulties
so?
here, people. You're awesome.
All right. All right.
You want to do the opening, I guess?
Well, as we do that, yeah, let's jump right
It's
into
on
the opening.
Panhandle.
Oh, it's on Panhandle?
I bet it's on the Panhandle surf fishing page.
Probably is. All right. This week's show is sponsored by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE15 to save 50% on your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy-duty double drop rig. He's also a lines cutter dealer. Go check him out at Rogue Reels. That's reels with a Z, fishing.com.
Anyone else having problems with Mike's audio? Just wondering if it's just my computer.
Is it my audio?
You were doing breaking in and out again.
Is it going to be one of those again? Yeah, Steven says yes. You're having issues with my.
Okay.
Yeah, my audio is jacked up. All right. All right, so
see, there it is. Fast forward.
Smitty's in fast forward. All right, let's do this. I'm going to adjust. I made a adjustment tonight to try to get some stuff, and evidently that didn't work. So let's see.
Hey, look, we
see if we go back to here
money for any sponsorships yet, so we can't hire an engineer, guys. I don't know what to tell you here. It's just Mike and I. We're really good at fishing and fixing aircraft. This other stuff, not so much.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, his mic was blah 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 blah. How about now? Is it still blah blah blahing?
No, it's good now. I don't know if
it's good now.
If it's your signal or what.
It was probably that setting then.
So while we're doing
trying to make it better.
Watching from Orlando. Nice. Orlando is nice.
Nice.
Yes, it is. Now video is delayed. I don't know what's going on. Sorry, guys. We're going to push through it anyway. I did not fish this week. I was going to. I did go out to the beach to go see Ninja Tackle when they came through. So I was able to walk on the beach, which was a friggin' monster win for me. But I did not fish. And when I was there with them, they did catch a few pomps. They were mostly smalls. I've seen a lot of other good things coming up on other social media feeds. However, that was the only thing I got out to do. So that was me. What about you this week? I know what you did. Tell the world good news.
I finished up my captain's course this week. Studied. Then I went out to Panama City this morning and took all my tests. So now I just got to gather up all my paperwork and submit all that good stuff. But so I will make a plug if you're thinking about getting your captain's license. Many of the schoolhouses out there offer distance learning, and it's great because a lot of the classroom stuff fills up really quick. Like you got to pretty much book a couple months in advance. Distance learning, however, does not. And it's basically like a Zoom meeting. You have an instructor, you're one-on-one. It's not like you just get the course material and you're on your own to figure it out. You have an instructor, they go over everything. It's still 3 days a week for 2 weeks. But it's during the week. It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as opposed to a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that screws up some folks, not having to work and not being able to attend. But it was pretty good. I got a lot out of it, learned a lot. All the stories about chart plotting and all those things are true. It's tough if you're not used to doing it. And that's probably about the toughest part. If you're been around boating and running rivers and stuff, you'll do fine on it. But yeah, that's what I did this week. So I'm looking forward tomorrow. I got to do CPR and first aid in the morning. I got a class to get that knocked out and done, but I need to hit the beach. I got trips coming up, and I need to get out and do some fishing.
Didn't you have a charter?
Yeah, Saturday night. It didn't go great.
Well, I wasn't going to ask about that part because we don't need to talk about how it ended. No.
Well, not every fishing trip is a killer trip. It's just the way it goes sometimes.
And and that's one thing I've had on every podcast. Every charter guy has said the same thing. They will do everything they can to get you on the fish, but you can't make them bite. And it's just part of it. So Hey, I mean, you tried, and I know you're a hell of an angler, so there was no half-assing it there.
No, we did have one. We did have one pick up and run, but no hookup. It was a shark trip, so it wasn't good. And of course, anyway, that's a whole bunch of other stuff. It's all about the experience. Absolutely, right. Jack.
Damn Skippy.
And the folks were happy because once the sun went down, fish did start biting, but it just wasn't the sharks. There was other fish, and they were happy. So, JC, how much does a captain's license cost nowadays? All said and done, with everything that you have to do, close to $1,500.
Hey, you got the answer to your question.
Hey, was that you, Jason? Was a dude from Oklahoma? Because he ended up booking. We're going Sunday. Appreciate it.
It's bad you talk about the sun going down. The first thought for me was the little Kenny Chesney there.
Yeah.
He said, "All right, good. I'm not."
Yeah.
What are you drinking tonight, good sir? What do you have?
Stuff. All right, tonight I just George Dickel sour mash 8-year recipe.
Phrasing.
Classic 8. So yeah, phrasing.
Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good. We've had this one on before. It's pretty good sipper, and it's not that expensive either. It even says smooth sipping small batch. It's good stuff.
Say that again.
Say what? Say that again?
Say that again?
No. Smooth sipping small batch.
Oh, okay. Just making sure I heard the right on the last one.
Yeah.
Jack is drinking
some Dickel. Nice. What says Dickel's for drinking or Dickel's for sipping or something like that? There, I know you're trying so hard. It's like Michael Scott. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okaloosa Pier. Appreciate you jumping in and watching.
Good evening to y'all. Yes, and hey, Okaloosa, great job on those daily reports. Y'all have been crushing it lately. Thank you for doing it. You're the only one in the area that actually gives a significant reporting.
They had some good first catches this week. Flounder, right? Was somebody catch the first Spanish out there this week already? I don't know. They had a lot of firsts this week.
I saw the sheepy. I saw some squids.
A lot of squid. You see that dude with a bucket of squid?
It's in my scroll.
Yeah.
It's in my scroll.
It's in your scroll. Okay. I didn't add it, but
I think it's great that they've been doing it so much so that, and granted, I will say this, y'all can ostracize, yell, whatever you want. There's a lot of fishing reports out here, and we're glad you're here, and they're all good.
Absolutely.
If you can listen to more than one, jump on triggerfish. Oh, today you got buried
triggerfish.
All right. Well, thank you, Okaloosa, letting us know trigger there. I do
off the pier.
Throat.
Good
Trigger
stuff.
Throat's so good, dude. I love Trigger.
Cheyenne.
And what up, Cheyenne? Hello, welcome back. All right, so we covered the booze.
Okay, her post jumping out real quick. You got it in there? Okay. I was like, that was from last year, but dang, that looks good.
Oh no, I didn't copy last year's because it was last year's.
It was last year, yeah.
But I found another one that she did for this year.
It was a good sandwich with the stingray, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Again, if you guys aren't following Cheyenne on her stuff, the Modern Foodie, cool little group she's got there, really good on Facebook to go check out.
Yeah.
She posts all her pictures with food and the explanation. Cheyenne's been great about that. So really go follow. You're not going to be sorry.
No.
I just want a couple of her recipe ideas. I'll admit it. I just can't make a cream sauce that friggin' doesn't get burned.
Yeah. Well, it takes practice.
that's not something I'm good at.
All right.
Let's go for it. Ask the question and answer.
So last week we started our discussion on, and we ended about when we were talking sheephead fishing, and is it illegal to tie up to the bridge and fish? And what do you guys think the consensus came back as? This should be interesting. I'll tell you, this is one it's kind of sits in the gray area, and it's all in how it's interpreted, I guess, by the individuals that stop you and pull you over, or that would even question you, if that. So I'll get straight to what we'll call the book answer. So it depends on the interpretation of the law according to Florida statute 327.44. And in that, I'll just do it this way. Florida Statute 327.44, a person may not anchor, moor, or allow to be anchored or moored except in cases of emergency, or operate a vessel or carry on any prohibited activity in a manner which unreasonably or unnecessarily constitute a navigational hazard or interference with another vessel. Anchoring or mooring under bridges or in adjacent to heavily traveled channels constitutes interference if unreasonable under the prevailing circumstances. Now, that's a lot of gray area. But I think in that instance, what they're only talking about is the navigable channel directly center or wherever it happens to be on the bridge, right? You're not going to anchor or moor up underneath there. But, you know, a lot of gray area. Not everyone has the same understanding of unreasonable interference, but you likely won't get in trouble if you anchor up or moor out of the way and out of the channel. So can you? Yes and no. Depends on where it is along the bridge.
So a couple of good comments on here, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword being channel. That's very true.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, this is the Article 132 catch-all. Basically, if DHS catches you doing anything, DHS can basically just pull that on that. And that's the coast season. I don't know.
So there is, if you look up Title 33 of navigate. I don't know why I'm so hard to say that. Anyway, rules and navigation.
With the easy word, man.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Rules and navigation out there. And it'll actually list out bridges starting with Maine down the East Coast, up around to Florida, over to Mississippi, Texas, and then up California. Now, those are specifics in like certain ports, major ports, and stuff like that they actually call out, and they say absolutely no way, if it's in the major shipping lane, you're not going to be able to tie up to this bridge or anywhere. And it's like a catch-all statement in there. Our bridges weren't listed. The Destin Bridge, the Brooks Bridge, Perdido was in there, but I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. And then, of course, you get into drawbridges and things like that. So short answer, go ahead and do it. Long answer, meh. Yes and no. Is it legal? But I think Jack says it best, keyword being channel and causing an interference.
Yeah. And if the other side of this too is, you know, the kindness goes a long way. If the warden or coastie show up and you're an ass, yeah, I'm gonna make it hurt.
Yeah.
There's going to be something wrong. So, you know, just let it be and be awesome, be cool. They'll be on it. They don't want to stop. You think they want to do the paperwork? You think they want to deal with any of that crap? Hell, I wouldn't.
No.
So, Jack, yes, this is we all wish.
Just use common sense. Yeah, but not everybody has common sense.
And then there it is. There's the honest statement.
What is it? Common sense is an uncommon virtue. Something like that. You know, it's just,
I mean, it kind of feels that way.
Yeah, sometimes it does.
Yeah.
Anyway,
where are we at now?
So that was good. So tournament sales and seminars, the TSS we got going on. Don't forget, not this Monday, but next Monday, Hook, Line, and Sinker will be doing their seminar. Not sure what the topic's going to be yet. That'll be out at Flounders on Pensacola Beach. Normally they announce the topic a week out, so I expected for that to hit the Facebook page next week. Legendary Marines half hitch 30A light tackle is also that same week on Tuesday. Now they have if you go to the Legendary Marine page, Facebook page, I believe it is, they have a listing of what's going to be talked about at the seminars each month. So that listing is already out there. And that's a good one. So remember, these seminars are the first Monday and Tuesday of each month. So just follow those individual pages on Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff, all their socials, and they post all of that stuff. And we got this weekend, the Outcast Spring Sale coming up March 3rd through the 5th. It's a good time. A lot of good stuff. But go ahead. You run yours, and then we'll talk about the Outcast Sale. I got some stuff.
Okay.
To discuss.
I was watching your video get all funky, and
was it getting all funky again? And
your video was this time, and then I was answering a comment on last week's guy named Terry Breckenridge, who said, "Hi, Mike. This is the old guy from the first time." He's commenting on an older video. And I'm like, "Hey, come over to the live."
Oh yeah, get on the live. He just posted. Terry's a guy that brought one of the RC fishing surfers. I've been working with him.
Nice.
Here in the local area. He comes down for the winter and then goes back to Midwest in the in the
down the road.
I can't remember. It's Iowa or Indiana or
somewhere where there's no beaches.
Illinois. Yeah, he does a lot of freshwater bass fishing and stuff. So
nice.
Yeah.
So we got some upcoming tournaments and ongoings. So the Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle Pompano Whiting and Sheepshead tournament is going on, and Mike was nice enough to hook me up with this. Current biggest pompano is 3.54, and 10th place is 2.62. So still everybody's game. I think last year a 5-pounder took the purse. But you still got time, so get on out there. Make sure don't freaking catch a pompano and then bring it to Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle and say I want to weigh it in. If you're not on there, you have to sign up 24 hours prior. Then you can bring your fish. So
absolutely
don't make that mistake for yourself. Largest sheep's head weighed in, and this was a monster. And I believe, doesn't Daniel work over
I thought he worked at Emerald Coast, doesn't he?
I was like, isn't
he does
Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle?
He works Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle.
But he caught a beautiful 11-pound sheepy, and he's a hell of an angler as it is. He really very knowledgeable and very personable. So good on you. Congratulations, man. That was good stuff. And then, as you know, we've got the Spring Pompano Showdown in April coming up. That's our fun little surf fishing tournament. Hosted by Mr. Perdido Blaine. So you can be ready for some fun of that. And who
we'll have on as we get closer to the tournament. We'll have Blaine on to talk about everything and answer some questions.
Starting, and then if you head on over to Outcast Tackle and Marine, if you're following them, they have a spec head tournament coming up Wednesday, March 1st to Friday, March 31st. Eligible species will be speckled trout and sheepy's head. Right now, the number one prize for both the speckled first prize and sheep's head first prize, the payout is $300. Buy-in is $25. So head on over to Outcast Tackle and Marine. Make sure you're following them if you're in the area and you want to get after it. Some sheepies and some trout. I do like trout.
Nice. And don't forget Bonsecker, those guys over there. They got their tournament going on.
Is it
as well?
It's
did registration close out already?
I don't think it
was. It
did.
This weekend or next weekend registration closes? I have to go back and look. Also,
you entertain.
Also, whiting, biggest whiting was weighed in 2.3. Sorry, Carl. Bumped you off the leader board there, but it's a strong second with your fish. So it's that one too is anyone's games out there at Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle. No, I was going to say maybe Emerald Coast should do some sort of ongoing tournament. Anna or Josh, if you're watching, that would be cool if you guys would run a tournament, something like that.
I mean, we're not. We're not.
I was talking with
Real Coastal
Jim the other day.
Hello,
nice. Real Coastal.
Julie,
what is up?
Is it Julie or is it your husband? Who is it? Who is it? Brad came on.
Brad, what's up, brother?
Yeah, Real Coastal. They both do some really cool footage. They're doing a great job.
So going back to the Outcast sale.
Yes, back to the Outcast.
They have lots of good deals out there. The thing I've noticed going to the different ones, if you have something specific in mind, beeline right for it, right off the bat. Like if you know what it is, because there's some good deals that they hold out there, and then they don't have very many of them. So if it's reels, right? If you're looking for a reel, and so go directly to the reel table as soon as you get there.
It's gonna be a mess. Because it was about 10 minutes into the thing. Oh, hi, Julie. It is Julie. So I don't know if you remember this. I do because I did it. So I went there in the morning. And I went there with all the people in the morning, and I filled a bucket. Filled a bucket with everything I wanted, and I was just walking around. Well, the line turned stupid, and I was like, dude, I got to get to work. I don't have time for this. So I took my bucket, and I put it in a nice little corner of the warehouse. Left, finished my last job of the day at about 4:30, 5 o'clock. I was like, oh, I had to pass back there. Sure enough, there was my bucket, still there, still full. So it was a nice little in and out and done. I definitely got lucky there, but yeah, I was picking up a ton of stuff for very good prices there, and it's worth it in my opinion. I mean, save yourself some dollars. It's very much so worth it.
Yeah. So I loaded up the fall sale sabiki rigs. Like I'm set for. You need to come over. Yeah, come on over, Chip, and we'll do some fishing this weekend, man.
Hello to you,
Let's
fish
do it.
bites. Yep, you can pick those up there. I know they had a bunch that were $3 or something. It was
they were ridiculous. That and gulps and stuff.
Yep.
Extra tough deck boots. That they had the buy one
those?
get one 50% off. So so like for what was it, like 120 some bucks, you got 2 pairs of the extra tough deck boots. So that sale took way too much money. Yeah. I hear you. That's I may not go back then. I may need to get, I don't have any.
I mean, the goal is to go in there
get 2 charters
what you
between
need. Like I need
that is
this, and this, and only this, and this. As long as you have those ones, normally you're going to get away scot-free, but it's so shiny.
It is. And like I walked out with a rain suit, and like I didn't even know I needed a rain suit, but damn, that was on the rack and it was a good price, and I'm like, I'll take it. So now I got a rain suit to keep in the boat.
Was up to you too, whoever you are.
Facebook user, who are you?
They were
$85. Yeah, so that's what they ended up being. Yeah, so it was crazy, man. So all sorts of good deals over there. So, but the key thing is, if you don't want to spend your paycheck, have in mind what exactly it is you want to go get, and then beeline right to that.
And one more I'll throw at that. If you've been thinking about toying with a conventional or a different type of reel, or you're looking into slow pitch jigging, some other stuff, a lot of these reels are, hey, it's Terry. He did make it over.
What up, Terry?
So they do have a ton of those reels, and granted, they're not name brand, but you guys know me. I mean, hell, I love those PC funds. They're cheap, they're effective. People buy them, and they've said, dude, they work. I know, they're great. They're friggin' phenomenal. But if you wanted to try something out and not have to pay that monster price tag, perfect opportunity to go get your hands on some of this gear to try out at a lower price. You want to, you're going to do it. Who knows? It might be wonderful, but that's just my opinion. And then don't forget to go in the store, not just the outside. The inside the store has a lot of things that are hidden on clearance. Well, they're not hidden. They're just in there. In
the store there. Yeah. Typically there's sunglasses and stuff. They'll run some good deals on sunglasses and things like that. Bait knives, bait knives, we go through on the beach quite a few. You can pick up a lot of cheap bait knives and just have them in every bucket, every cooler, boat, whatever, man. It's just nice. Andy, switch pages. So what page were you on?
Yeah.
To help us out, do some troubleshooting here.
All right, so we nailed those ones. Question of the week. Oh, okay. Question of the week. We've been really rambling on, but that's okay because we'll get through all the other stuff really fast.
That's all right.
All right, question of the week for all of you as we're doing this. It will be, how many rods, and doesn't matter, can work with any kind of fishing. How many rods do you normally run, and how many rods is technically too many?
So this was a good one in our small group discussion.
Yeah.
On some things, and really, I think this is going to gear more to surf fishing, but it's good for any fishing. Like I know, like boat fishing, you probably got max 2, right? You might have a live liner out the back, and then you're jigging one or doing something that you have to have hands on with the other one. So I would say boat probably max 2. We in Florida, we have no restriction on how many rods we can run here, luckily. Because I take folks fishing all the time. They're like, you're allowed to run this many rods out here? I'm like, we can run as many as you want, man. It's how many you can keep up with, one. And Chip, that's crazy. If someone's running 12 rods, how he keeps up with all of those is crazy. But a lot of northern states come down, a lot of guys from up north and stuff, and they're like, man, we can only run like 2 per person, or some places 1 per person, which you can, but I'm seeing a lot of folks coming in. That's good. Glad to get some participation.
Yeah, Carl,
6 rods. Come on, Carl.
Carl is nuts.
Carl.
I've seen that stack.
6. Yeah, we have 3 rods in the backup for the
good
surf.
Nick.
Yeah, that's a good 4 set rigs, 1 for casting.
That one. I like that.
Yeah.
That is kind of my setup right there. So I've been going 4 surf, and 1 or 2. Actually, I've been bringing 2 casters. One with top water, a plug, and then the other one with
do the same thing, Dustin, with Jack.
start with 5 and I dial into 3, but I make Cullen.
So that's another one. Is it Cullen Can Fish?
Yes.
Cullen,
Dustin,
Cullen can,
drop the link to the page. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I failed you on that one. Stephen Connor's rolling 3 to 4. Ran 6 with 2 people my first year. Okay, I could see that 3-3. And there's way too much. Took off work the next day. Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely painful.
So what were we running? You and I that day were running 4 apiece, and we could barely keep 2 going.
The tournament day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you and I were, we should have just fished 2 rods and left it alone.
And that's
we went 4 and just kept doing it. That was, I was so tired.
That was a good day though.
It was a great day. That was.
You're throwing back 3-pound or 2.5-pound pompano,
and people looking at you like, "What are you doing?
What are you doing with that?" Like, we want bigger.
We ran 14 shark rods at one time.
And a sandbar ruined it all. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Where'd you run 14 rods, man?
That just
down south?
That sounds so painful. That's so much line. I'm
going to bet it was down south.
I'd buy that 4 or 5 from the user there. My card is 14 rod holders. So 4 and 2. Yeah, well, Andy, you also take the kids out, so that counts.
Yeah.
JC
3 set and 1 jigging. Yeah.
Only 1 jiggering? I mean, how? You always run out with jigging. That thing of a jigger.
The VAR taking a punt. Okay.
Yes, that was that day. Yeah, Tom, it was that tournament.
That's where I wear them hot pink shirts, man, so you can see us running back and forth down there.
Well, now you guys can find Mike and I. We'll have the 2. We'll have the longest pole. I'll just have the second longest pole. You'll be able to see us out there doing that. Yeah, I know you, man. If you ever wanted to learn about this, talking about jigging, I'm going to do a selfless plug or shameless plug here. JC did an awesome episode on my podcast about using and how to throw jigs. It really helped me out. Of course, I didn't get to do it after, reasons, but it was going to be good to go. So
nice.
Yeah. Hola to you.
So I think 4 plus a runt plus 1 in the cart casting.
Okay, so 5 fishing. So
5 fishing, 1 on standby to throw. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I always have 4 set rigs out and then 1. And I know everyone says that you can throw your short rods long, but you can't throw your long rods, or is it the other way around?
No, you're saying it right. You can throw a long rod. No, you can throw a long rod short. You can't throw a short rod long.
Yeah. So that's the reason I keep the run. And I just like fighting fish on the little runt rod. And that's my whiting rod. That's my little jacks, little blue runners, little whatever. And that just goes in the cooler for bait. It's nothing goes to waste, but, it's just so much fun on a 500 series reel and a super ultralight. And then, you got to have something for when the fish come in close and you can catch them on a casting spoon or something like that, have it ready to go. And then your 4 set rigs. Cause I think, was it Frank, Saltwater Yankee, who said it? There's 4 zones that that you're targeting, right? Then you might as well have a rod in each zone and then work it back from there. So, I mean, it just makes sense to have 4 and then the short to me.
Yeah. JC, yes, I'm all for it, man. I very much so am. I'm looking forward to get out and I'll be happy to go fish with you. And I'll just bring a single rod. I actually was planning on going out today with a backpack and a couple of rods. Oh, it was Rob. Hey, Rob.
Rob, what's up, brother?
I was actually planning on doing that, going out today, catching up with Justin, but other things came up in the house needed to get done that I've been neglecting because I cobble. So we don't worry about that too much.
That's right.
Tony.
Only real men wear pink.
I love his stuff, dude. He's had some fun comment.
Yeah, he has.
Or content. Content. It's a comment.
And comments too. I mean, he may make some good comments.
Yeah. All right. So let's get ahead and get ourselves into the fishing report. So, tonight's fishing report is being brought to you by my holding.
No, you're good. Hello? I was going to go back to what we talked about prior to the show, but I don't know if we can.
You want to? I mean, it's not really.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on.
I'm like, I'm not making the decision.
That throw you all off.
We're so far in. GI Jigs, use code PFR for 10% off your purchase. GI Jigs are patented, handmade jig heads, custom designed around the eye and made with unique characteristics to entice fish into reaction strikes. Check them out at gijigs.com. All right, take us out to the offshore, sir.
Tony, what's going on with Tony? Tony on here? Are you making a comment?
I think he was talking about
Tony. Yeah, up there. Yeah, that's true. Spill it. Nah, it's good. No, we'll jump into it later. Maybe next week. Y'all, speaking of next week, y'all will definitely need to tune into the show next week.
And you say I'm jumping all over the damn place.
I'm all over the place tonight, man. It's just yeah, we got some cool stuff happening next week, and we'll be teasing it all week on social media. So make sure you're following all of that. What are we talking about? We're talking about offshore stuff.
The offshore report.
There's not much happening offshore. Next. No, just kidding. It's almost a repeat right now.
It is
of what's been going on the last couple of weeks. Bonita in close, Mingo snapper all over the place. Black snapper. I mean, not black snapper. Yeah, well, that's black snapper mixed in, but blackfin tuna. The BFTs.
It's a combination of it's a combination.
They have been hot and heavy this week. When you can get a good day to get out. I know Jack got out there. I know there was another group that got out. It's escaping me right now, but there was a lot on the Navarre reefs. I mean, they're just, yeah. And I don't know if Okaloosa Pier picked any up this week or not. I know they had, was it one last week?
But I didn't see one.
But that those 2 bucketfuls of squid they had that they caught off the pier, there's got to be tuna out there chasing those things.
Oh, absolutely.
Has to be out in that area. So they're there. And I'm sure they've probably seen them. Now, whether they've come in close enough to cast to or not, that's a different story. But that's pretty much the offshore. Or they're just being really quiet about it.
Aha. See, that part. Yeah, Julie. Yeah. I mean, you guys got a boat. You don't need a kayak. Well, I mean, for that distance, I guess so. With that, how much you guys spend in fuel. I felt bad when I went with Mike and I saw that tick, the ticker. I'm like, nope. Nope. Yeah.
Mike squirrels went scattered. Yeah, they did. They're all over the place.
Yeah, tonight. Jack did. You've got so much tuna, dude. I am super jelly. I am jelly donuts. I do want to do that. That is for sure. I'd love to go out and do some squid fishing. I'd like to cook up some squid, and never be bad to have some bait. Never a bad day.
We should make a plan this week.
Okay.
To go out to Okaloosa Pier.
Okay.
And do some squid fishing.
I'm down.
If they're still on, they need to comment. We'll let them know that we're coming out. Be like, hey, let's go. We're going to come out and do some squid fishing.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, Julie, it's a super long run. Hitting Navarre Pier. I haven't seen anybody mercury poison.
From all the tuna?
It's not a horrible way to go, though. Well, actually, it probably is. Now that I think about it, maybe stuff in your
I don't know. All the poke bowls, man. I'd be all over the planet.
All we need is a salmon fishery, and we're golden. Moving into, I know. Could you imagine? Yeah. Moving on to the inshore, red trout, flounder, all showing up, and of course, sheepies. Nail out them sheepies. The water temperature is funky for February. It's almost March. Well, hell yeah, we're a week away from March.
Yeah.
But yeah, the water temperature did not get nearly as low as last year. We did not have the snaps that we had like last year. We had a few cold ones, but not that bad. So the fishing this time of year has been pretty mixed and good. If you get out there, watch the weather as always, but inshore is doing sexy. Get out there and get some fishies.
Saturday night, the surf was registering on the surface temp like 61, I think it was out there. It's been great. Like I would expect to be in the mid 50s.
Yep.
57-ish, maybe 50, Yeah.
Yeah. Because we seem to get winter late from what I remember last year. And I remember in the small group, everybody's pretty pissed off because the water temperature really screwed everything up. But hell, I mean, you guys are seeing it. Mike will probably talk about it here. He's going into the surf next, and I'll jabber after.
Yeah, surf, it's pompano, along with a lot of slot size black drum. still, I'm surprised no big catches of whiting right now. Here along the Panhandle, or that I've seen being reported anywhere else. Now, East Coast, they've been getting on them. There's been a lot of good reports over there, but I haven't seen many of the big catches of whiting. Now, you're still going to pick them up, but the big catches of whiting just haven't been. Like, I don't know what's going on right now.
Carl's fault.
It's Carl. Damn it, Carl. But yeah, and this has been such a weird year, right? So we started catching going into the late summer and into fall, the permit bite up here, right?
Went nuts out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, we've been getting permit up here now, which is odd. And then the bonefish that folks have been catching up here, which is again another odd catch for us. And now slot-sized black drum from the surf, which we've not normally gotten. It's all been the great big ones. So our big breeders, rarely were we catching slot-sized black drum. Typically, you were more inshore and stuff like that. Yeah, and you caught some this morning, mangroves?
Yeah.
This morning? Nice. Yeah, and they've been sticking around too.
Which is weird.
Who knows? It's crazy, man. I blame global warming.
That gave me a freebie into my next part then. Oh, Al Surf Casco. Hey, Mike.
That's another good one who puts up some nice.
Yes, follow him on the
some good dishes.
Alone. Good chow. Good chow.
So, yeah, and grouper being
yes,
caught.
The grouper getting caught in the surf was ridiculous. I did get that in my scroll.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in the scroll. But that one in Navarre, and then the one out in Seabreeze, or
I believe it was
Sandestin area.
Yeah,
38 area.
So one thing, I just recorded a podcast 2 days ago with Breakaway Tackle out of Texas. Nick Away, he's a Brit guy, moved here many years ago, runs the tackle shop down there.
Has he got that release thing?
Yes,
that dude.
We do talk about it in the podcast.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Nick had a cool idea, and he's older than me, so I'm going to listen. He's in his 70s. He's been fishing a long ass time. He thinks
eats apple slices from a knife.
That is true. I don't care who you are.
Always take advice from an old man who eats apple slices from a knife.
Damn right. Every time. So he thinks that the current flow has changed with all the weird snaps that they had. They had a ton of cold fronts they didn't expect. That changed. The way that their flow from the deltas and all that stuff, the flow out. He thinks that the rotation has changed. And that's why we're getting a stranger fishery times on these, because they're moving forward. There, he's catching he's telling me he's catching 5 and 6 pound pompano down there in Corpus Christi. And I'm like, okay. But he really believes that there is some cataclysmic thing that's going on with the currents that's causing the rotation to be funky for the fish. And I mean, it's hard for me not to buy into it with us catching bonefish. We don't catch bonefish. Permit, the size we were catching, that close to shore. Okay, I've heard people catching, but not like that. Not even close.
That one my buddy posted that was
huge,
like close to 6 pounds. Like
a monster.
Yeah. Now we've been lucky enough to catch one 2 years ago. Jack caught one in like December, and we're like, whoa, it's a permit. That's cool, pretty rare catch. But then you guys at the fall tournament,
Chip
and that group, Chip and Dustin and those guys that came over, I mean, you guys were pulling in some nice sized permit from the beach. That's just something that we don't normally get over here. So it may be onto something.
It's just
I'd
an
have to
idea.
dig in more at the current thing, because that's like a shift in the space-time continuum or something. You know what I mean?
Like the Day After Tomorrow movie, and we're
like something changed big time. We did things. Yeah, y'all did.
Yeah, you did,
Dustin.
You did. What's wrong? Nothing, JC. We find that to be very important. Yeah.
Yeah, you should, Chip.
It's true. Justin did hook that one up for you. But hey, he owes you a thanks, because you retrieved his rig. So yeah, that's fair right there. Also fair to think about the hurricanes that came back to back that might have pushed them up. There's days. I mean,
well, I don't know if we're there yet, but I mean, I hope not anyway.
Zombie apocalypse.
That's catfish, man.
Remember, everybody, last time you asked for a zombie apocalypse, you got Rona. So
you got the Rona.
That is true. The damn zombie fish.
Caught some permit the last couple of
You
years
nailed on that
in
for
the
the
bay.
pier.
Yeah.
In the bay, yeah, but that's the
Yeah.
thing. It was weird in the surf. Pier, we just talked a little bit about with Okaloosa there, but sheepies, red squiddies.
Yeah.
And then they commented earlier, crap, I didn't even see that post when basically I got off social media at about 1 o'clock, I think. I was very, very happy to be off of social media for a couple hours. It did not make me sad. But as you can see, the pier is still producing. So get on out there, go have some fun. There is plenty of fish to get out on, and it's going to be a decent weekend for it. We'll talk weather here in a minute, but really, go on and go do it.
Absolutely. So this is another one, like bonita from the surf isn't that uncommon, but it has been more so this year, especially in the last couple of months, like where they've been actually, no kidding, dive bombing the shore. Like the guy Terry that mentioned on here, I met him out at Opal Beach. And he's like, man, he was telling me, it's like these fish keep darting in and going out, and darting in and going out. And I got no idea what they are, but they come by like every couple, minutes, every 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so. So as I was sitting there and we were messing with his RC fishing surfer, and I see him come in, and I'm like, holy crap. Okay. So it's either bonita or small BFTs that are coming in that close to shore, because they just had that span, and they were just riding the waves in, coming in. And no kidding, about every 10 minutes or so, we'd get a group of 15, 20 of them come through and like literally dive bombing the beach. It was crazy.
If you guys look at Justin Reed Fishing, his video he dropped today, which was a redo, he zoomed in this time. I didn't see it last time, but you can actually see how close the Bobos came to the thing. They were ready to beach themselves. They turned off the last second. So it's a sight to see. It's pretty cool.
They came back again yesterday.
There you go.
Dang it, Terry.
So you guys can still get them. I mean, them Bobos, I want to get on that. That fight looked like a ton of fun. And Justin said he very, very much so enjoyed it.
Yeah. They're a great fighting fish, and they're not bad table fare. I mean, there's some great recipes out there. I like it too. They've, good eating stuff.
Let's talk the weather.
Weather. I don't talk
weather and see how it blows.
Where do we do the peer report already?
I already did. What the
Let me bring up my weather page. I don't even have my put in here yet.
Tommy, play me out.
Y'all, this is what it's like all the time with Brian and I. I mean, that's why we love doing this and just kind of BSing with you guys. And glad you guys are sticking around and enjoying it.
Very thankful for that.
Very thankful. Okay, present. Share screen. Weather.
Sub knee deep water in Justin's video. And wasn't that shit good?
So
I do, Ronnie. I do.
So looking at the weather tonight, getting down to 64, not bad. 17. Wind slow out of the south at 3. The next 2 days, and Brian will show up more on windy, but the next 2 days are going to be great for fishing. Yeah. Southwest at 9. It looks great. A little bit of an overcast. So that's going to be good. Look at that, high 76 tomorrow, 73 on Sunday. Monday, it gets really breezy. I actually had a charter that I called them and said, hey, I think we might want to push to Tuesday because it's blowing. What I saw on windy was south at like 17 to 25. It's going to be ridiculous on Monday. And then Tuesday, it slacks back down to like 10. So that's not going to be bad. And it's still coming southwest, but it's going to be a much better day Tuesday than it will be on Monday. To get out there. South at 13, scattered thunderstorms on Wednesday. Thursday, shower 6. I mean, it's going to be a little bit windy as we roll into the end of the week. But the next couple days, get out there and fish. Boom.
It is going to be nice. Okay. Present screen thingy. That one.
What's biting this week? Man. Smitty hit the drink a little hard tonight. Not that hard, man. The tickle gave Mike the tickles. I like it. Nah, not that.
No, we're already
Although
there,
they are
bro.
going
We're
down pretty
already there.
smooth.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Nice, slow, smooth there. And as you can see, that storm front was moving off, but it's going to leave a bunch back from here.
Yeah.
We're going to get a little bit of the rotation through. So here's Sunday or Saturday at 11 p.m. You can see the wind's got this. This hole just sticks around. It's just being a pain. All right, moving into Sunday, 11 a.m. Still looking good, nice in that. As you can see, we got some stuff brewing here over Tejas and moving towards us. So it's going to start screwing everything up. And then here it comes. There it is. 16 in your face. In the face. So
yeah, it's going to be rough.
Monday's not going to be a fun one, and the surf's probably going to get churned up pretty good. Rocking into Tuesday. It's I thought it dropped earlier than that. Okay, so I would check again on Sunday for this because I think the forecast might stall. But as you can see, it's back to a fishable state. Real comfortable, so getting through there. Thursday, Wednesday. Oh, well, there it is. That's the one I saw. This front. Okay, come on, turn on. So Thursday morning, it's going to start. By Thursday afternoon, we're going to be hating ourselves. By the evening, it's not even worth going out on Thursday. No. So be ready for that. And man, you East Coast guys, you guys are going to get slammed. Friday, coming back at your back out of the north and calming right back down. So we just got some nasty weather coming. Just kind of always keep your head on a swivel, pay attention to the upcoming things, and you'll be fine. I mean, it looks like it's going to be nice to get out and go do some.
Yeah, this weekend definitely is going to be good. Like I said, Monday's the exception. Tuesday's going to be nice. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into Saturday, Sunday next week is going to be good too. So hopefully the weekends are great for the folks that work during the week and can only get out on the weekends because
Cliff,
we want to get out there.
Cliff's comment.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say his wife can out fish him.
So I was getting ready to say
pretty good.
His wife was out there the other day and got some nice pompano. Yeah, I remember we were fishing Marine Park and she was out there and man, she was pulling in the fish.
Yeah. That whole family can fish. I mean, and they're so good at it and they're so much fun to be around. So if you ever see Cliff, he is a lot of fun to talk to. That's for sure.
What you looking at, Donnie? What you getting?
Whoa.
Are you getting a bass boat? You looking at a hybrid aluminum? What are you looking at, man? Talk to us. Going to Pickens tomorrow, Tony says.
Nice.
Hopefully the pumps are fired. Yeah, I think they will be. Terry got the GI jigs. Nice.
Good. That'll be fun.
He was asking what to get to throw at those things as they were coming in. I was like, dude, go get you some GI jigs. You can sail them.
Launch it out, fast retrieve. Don't slow down with it. Freaking power through it.
Yeah. Get it out there and just reel.
If one rod only. I would never want to go one-on-one against you.
Pond prowler to put on the roof of his car. No, you could bring that down here and run baits out.
He was close. Small skiff.
Ain't that the truth?
There it is. That is the only reason I will not buy a boat. That right. I do not have 1,000 to bust out.
And then when you get one, you want a bigger one. You know what I mean? Like, because I bought mine and I'm like, oh, this would be perfect. This is exactly what I need. This and that. And then after going a couple times, I'm like, no, I need bigger. It's got to be at least 24 foot now and this and that. And then
24.
Yeah, it's got to be at least a 24 if that's what we're going to run. And then you start looking at the price and there's that's like a second mortgage, man. There's no way I'm getting another bigger boat. Hey, man. I need to win the lottery or something.
Gone are the days when we were young, when ramen was like $0.25 a pouch, and we could get away with 50-cent pot pies. Nowadays we have to, you want to eat or you want to go in the boat, know? And then fuel, no less. Oh,
I mean, I could live off. Oh, stop
it. I knew if I pulled that one up, that would trigger a response.
Don't even, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should. A friend with a boat is the best boat to have. Absolutely. That boat right there, going back to Donnie's comment, is that Cape Horn 24 OS. I would love to have one. So if anybody wants to give me one or start a GoFundMe for my maybe that's what I'll do. I'll start a GoFundMe for my Cape Horn 24.
That's fair. Jesse,
I mean, Chloe did it for her horse. Maybe I can do it for my boat. Chloe's my daughter, and that's how she got her horses. she started a GoFundMe account, and by the time I left the States and landed in Korea, she had money to buy a horse. It's crazy.
Not for us fluffy guys. Oh, no,
yeah.
no yet.
No, kayak, right. No. Donnie just became my new best friend. Yeah, tell me about it.
Yes, that. So times that by 5 essentially is all I see.
Definitely, Deerfield. You jump on that, man. If you can get us one, yeah, that'll be awesome.
God, I cannot imagine if you got a boat through GoFundMe from the Panhandle Fishing Report. Oh my God.
Oh, you laugh, but I'm going to start one tonight. I got to figure out how to do it, but I'm going to start a GoFundMe for.
I'll send you feet pics to help. I mean, I don't know what to do for you on this one, bro.
I don't have the body for OnlyFans, so I got to do something, man. Fund me, man. That's what it's going to. That's what's going to happen. That's how we're going to fund this thing.
Salty did GoFundMe for his 19. Didn't know that.
There you go, man. Like, there's somebody out there that's got money to give.
A rich uncle I don't know about.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, boom. This is what I want to do. I'm gonna have to type something good up.
Better be a little blowy.
Here we go.
It better have good words.
All right. Who wants to help me?
Oh, jeez.
Right up. No. GoFundMe. Message me, DM me, and we will get this going. And when we get enough money, I'll take you on a fishing trip.
Oh, and there's the. All right, now you made the payoff. You hooked me up.
Yeah. You guys help me out, and we'll make this.
Oh,
never let the tank go below half. Yeah, that's exactly right there on that one.
And
well, I'll learn that one the hard way, but
yeah. Well, I've been with you on one trip that you've had a oh crap moment. But I mean, this one to me, the fuel gauge, if it hits mid tank, it goes down a lot faster after mid. It's like, what happened? The fuel is like double consumed. Oh,
what's this? Chat GPT.
Oh God.
Okay.
No.
He says no. Listen today. So
I have a feeling. All right. So don't get me wrong. I think Chat GPT is great for the current generation of school and all that fun stuff and those young ones. Not for us, Jesse. We have to grind and sadness and anger with a thesaurus. None of this computer automatically teaching.
Oh, that's the is that the
I shouldn't have said anything.
Wow.
Yes. It'll do
that'll write it for me.
Insensitive tweets.
Yeah.
For
the
you.
AI. Yeah, there it is. The AI will write my GoFundMe. There you go. Man, we're gonna do this, man. The fuel's all gone. Where'd the fuel go?
Yeah.
Where did Deerfield go? Here he wants the 38 yellowfin. Dude, I'm happy with a 24 Cape Horn OS or the 24 Blazer Bay. That's another nice one with the half tower.
You're so bougie.
Who, me or Deerfield?
Deerfield. Brian, I want a 38-foot yellowfin. Oh,
yes, but that's pretty. No, but that contender, who was it? Said Andy said they had a contender in.
Yeah,
those are pretty nice.
I mean, I'll go Viking if you want to go big. We're gonna start talking big ass boats. Like, I'll take a monster Viking. Sure,
that's too big. It's still got to be Everglades or bust. Come on, now you're being bougie.
Ever.
Now you're being bougie.
Come on,
that Everglades, man.
Jack's got fine taste, man. Jack's got.
Although you could, I'll donate if I get a ride. There you go, Terry.
Easy.
But those Everglades are nice. I mean, 38 light tackle just picked his up.
And his is beautiful.
It's a beautiful boat. Damn it, who let Mark Holtz in here? Yeah, that's not his. Yeah, he's got a nice boat. I messaged him today. I thought he was fishing the jetties over there, Coast Guard Station. Oh, so speaking of which, now we'll get into it because we're getting ready to do our scroll. Boom. Who's the scroll brought to you by this week?
I will happily report that the scroll this week is brought to you by Waterland Sunglasses. Whether you're sight casting a shaded shoreline, fishing the open flats, or trolling wide open ocean, Waterlands has your eyes covered for every application. You can use code SSF, that's Smitty Surf Fishing, anytime. Save 15% on your purchase and go to them. Go check them out at waterlandco.com.
Absolutely. Great sunglasses. I love them. Let's see here. Saved. So... Oh, there we go. You don't want to see my recipes down there.
Why not?
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, so for those of you
Didn't flash. Remember the share thing? You got to do the whole thing.
Yeah, here we go. So I'm gonna stop sharing. Let's go back to. Gotta share the whole screen.
Seasoning. Very salty. Everglades seasoning, in my opinion.
Entire screen.
Borderline too salty. Bearded Brad has the SSPOS. He can't part ways with it. He has a contest going for it.
Yeah, he does.
I saw this post.
Okay, so the FWC reestablishes the minimum no wake zone near the Brooks Bridge. So if you guys don't know, they're redoing the Brooks Bridge. That's why. So there's going to be a lot more construction barges and things like that. So now your no wake zone is going to extend way out past Marlar Park, almost halfway through. So that's what I was going to bring up today, coming back from Destin. And if you guys know, if you can see my clicker, those that live local here, it's super shallow over here as you run down 98 to Destin. If this was you out in your boat, you should have jumped overboard and walked your boat in. Instead, you trimmed your boat out as far as it would go, and we're running almost wide open, trying to get your lady, girlfriend, whatever, to shore. That was just crazy, man. Jump overboard and walk your boat in. You're going to ruin the grass flat and everything else that's there. Anyway, that's my spiel there.
It's like looking in like the double mirror right now.
I know, right? But just take notice. They're going to expand it, so they're going to be watching to make sure you're not pulling a wake as you go through the Brooks Bridge.
And that's not a very slow. I mean, that is
that's
half mile, if not more.
That sucks. This span, because it starts like way over here. This span coming through is pretty long, and now they're going to expand it even more. It's going to take you forever to get out there.
And for anybody that wants to go to Destin, just a reminder, it's going to suck for the next 6 years.
Yeah, because of everything they're doing. Okay, this one is pretty cool. If you fish Fort Pickens, you may have seen this area, but Archaeology Network and the UWF facility students, and I actually stepped right on this area. We were out there fishing. I didn't even know what it was, and you probably have too. But there's a sunken boat that they found right here, this close to shore, that they've been tagging. So all the timber that's on here is tagged with a special stamp code and stuff, and you can read all about it on the site. But if you ever fish the backside of Fort Pickens, you may recognize this area. It's now been reef's been marked. The boat's trying to be identified, and they're doing a lot of studies and stuff out there. As I told one individual, I hope they don't shut down fishing back there because of that, because that would kind of suck.
They're probably going to rope off the majority of it to probably dredge further into sand too, depending to see if they can get any artifacts. But I mean, I personally thought it looked more like a skiff. I mean, somebody's little fishing boat from back then. It doesn't have the length and width of a fight,
When you read it, there's a lot of fiberglass. They found fiberglass and stuff like that. So it's not a super ancient boat. It's probably 40s, 50s, maybe, if it's that old. You know what I mean? So it's not super old, but they did find fiberglass remnants. So
I read the article about it at all. I just saw it and I was like, all right, guess I'm not going over there to deal with that. Hey,
all right, if you guys aren't in this one, Gulf Coast slow jigging, that's a great group to beat. Look at that red snapper, man. That is awesome.
Wonder how deep
February 22nd. I don't know, but man, look at the grouper, the snapper. I mean,
they don't mess around.
They go out there, and that's all they do is slow jig. So I mean, just bouncing, 100 grams or 120 gram, maybe more, jig up and down, and boom, that's an awesome snapper. I'd love to catch a snapper that big.
It's great. Chock full of worms.
You want to eat it. Give it to me. All right. So we talked about this one last week a little bit. Our buddy Mark Coates over at 38 Light Tackle and Half Hitch. So the Destin High School fishing team this Saturday morning, so 25th, tomorrow morning, at Half Hitch out in Destin, will be doing a garage sale, yard sale, trying to raise money. Basically, the gist of it is if they can get $10,000 raised, the county will match the rest of it for a new reef out there. So I know there's a couple of guys who jumped in and put fishing trips out there and a lot of other stuff. So some pelagic gear giveaway and stuff like that. So go out there, support that cause. That's awesome that they're doing that. And it's awesome that the county would match it. So Mojo Tackle. They're out of Louisiana. If you guys don't know what they do, took me to their actual website. They have a line. Here we go. The Mojo Twitch baits, 3 inches long, about a quarter ounce, look like Miradines. You know what I mean? But these baits are only like $3.50, $4. So, I mean, you could load up on these things. It's a great looking lure. They got some nice soft plastics, the shrimps and stuff. But and if you watch their videos, Mojo Tackle, they definitely tear up the trout and redfish over there in Louisiana. There's another hard plastic one with a rotating tail. It's kind of like a freshwater bait, but I bet it's great for top water. Yeah, Tornado. Comes in 3 colors, 1/2 ounce, 4 inches long. Yeah, that one right there would probably be good for redfish. That one would be good. I mean, they all look great. So, but that's all I had in the scroll.
Okay.
I didn't have much this week.
Donnie, the article for that one, you can find that Fort Pickens on their Facebook page. I know that they had it
I'll
on
post
there.
it in here.
Okay.
I'll post it down here real quick. Come on, open up. Here we go. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Okay. I want to bring this up first. Okay, so we're on Panhandle Surf Fishing.
That's the one I forgot to bring up.
I shared this out. So one of the things that's going on. So here's the important piece, basically the bottom line up front, bluff, for those of you who love that terminology. All right, find current reef fish gear requirements by FWC. Anyone who plans to harvest or attempt to harvest, including catch and release. Keyword there, including certain reef species, Gulf Atlantic, recommend all these pieces, must sign up for the state fish reef fish angler course. Okay, that's part 1. That's important. The other one is running hand in hand in conjunction with the descending device or venting tool. Head on over to returnthemright.org. Okay. There's that cool little button right there. This is a big deal. It's happening a lot more, and they're really pushing for this a lot. So we talked about it when I did my FWC podcast. We're talking about the proper gear to take them all the way back down. The descending tool, as you can see right here, it's doing it right there. Pretty cool device. You know, you get them down there. Hopefully Flipper doesn't catch them. I know that Flipper follows us, but
that would be my concern, Flipper and sharks. But anyway,
this program is proven. It's good. It's doing great things. And, you know, we got to keep that fishery alive. As you know, we're only allowed a certain amount of redfish at a certain amount of time, or redfish, red snapper. It's just easier to follow the regs than it is to play the game of maybe I won't. So just take it, like I said, returnthemright.org makes things really good with a lot of information all the way through it. I've been through this already, and I will definitely be doing something like that if and when I get out in the kayak.
Yeah.
All right. So that took care of, well, that's me there. So we'll just go ahead and talk about that little guy.
Yeah.
That little guy is, oh my God, I can't believe that.
And that was the second one. Not his second one, but the second one caught last weekend.
I thought it was the same.
Crazy.
I had to find the other post, like, is it the same person?
I did see 2 posts, but anyway. Same.
So it's, you know, again, something really cool to go on there and just celebrate, because that's a big deal right there. That's so cool.
From shore.
Yeah. God, it would be so nice, wouldn't it? Old Bun getting in there. He's been nailing out some tournaments, but he's been having some fun there, getting some trouts.
Yeah, yes.
Good. I mean, 17.5 right there. Nice fatty. So, yeah, trout, get out there. And Bun's just, I can't wait to watch him start slaying. There's the other one right here.
Yeah, the post he made today was about flounder. Get your fish bites ready, because flounder season's coming.
Here's that other one. I mean, jeez, dude. Bluefish. Oh, that's cool story grouper. Oh, I'm sorry. What's her?
That almost reminds me of the dude who caught the cobia from beach in Navarre Beach last summer. And I was like, what is this thing? I'll just throw it back. Well, yeah, to throw it back.
I'm just going to throw it back. Is this her Gramora?
Yeah.
Jesse posted this one up, but a little bit of fun getting out there with the tuna. That kind of looks familiar. I don't know what that is. I mean, that looks weirdly familiar.
As long as they were before the signs.
Yeah. Blake getting out here. The season's kicking off, and the man can fish, and he will catch you on fish, really. But seriously, great pompano, great run that he had there. That was fun. Here is a one from Okaloosa.
Yeah.
Squid.
Somebody's either got bait or calamari right now. That looks delicious, actually. Yeah.
9.5 pound sheep monster.
Yep.
Nice one. Again. Okaloosa Pier, doing good stuff. Loving their posts. I love my little click, 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 click. Seriously. Nice. Getting big reds. So, again, in the surf.
Bait. That's out in the 30A area.
Yeah. Here's the tournament I was talking about. So, follow Outcast, Tackle, and Marine. $25.
Speckhead.
You're big into that. As they did say, it is from, where are you? Must be caught rod and reel, shore, boat, doesn't matter.
March 1st and 31st. Yeah.
Yep. So another fun tournament to get your hands on. Into the Pompano Showdown. Blaine, letting you guys know, tournament registration opens in 1 week. So in a couple more days, it'll be going on there. Here's the tour. Total will be $40 for adults, $15 for kids, 12 and younger. Oh crap! Abby gets one more round as a kid. Oh,
nice.
Sweet.
Let's go, Abby.
She won't be mad.
No.
Yeah,
so, and the cool thing on the showdown and on that post, Blaine does a good job of explaining it. All the prize money comes from sponsors. All of the money raised by angler. Yep, everybody that signs up for the tournament goes to the cause that they pick. So that's awesome. They go 100% of your entry fee goes directly to the organization that they end up donating to. So, and they've always, the last couple ones, they've done some great ones. So,
yeah. And Blaine will let you guys know who it is. He has it all lined up. Just, he wanted to get this information out here into this one. So I saw there were a couple comments on there about, hey, where or what. There we go. Knowles. Yeah. Would like to know. So Blaine will do what he does. He'll get it out there. All right. So talking about Cheyenne again, Southern Yankee, very easy page to go to right there to follow in. The Modern Foodie. So this is hers, and as you can see here, it's so good. It's so good. Like it's depressing. I'm just sad. It's so good.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Jen follows her, and she's like, "Man, she makes some delicious looking food."
Yeah, she does.
And as you can see, she'll give you some background info and some stuff on there, and she'll talk about it. So, lots of good chow coming out of that kitchen.
Absolutely. That stingray sandwich that she did looked pretty good, actually.
I will catch one this year. Speaking of, she ended up going out and getting some more groceries today. So look at that. I was
going to say, look at that blue tail right there, man.
Somebody's been mowing down shrimpies. I love that about that color. And I just shared that post. So yeah, that was that. And you need this file. I mean, if you're going to do food, give yourself a food.
I have that one. That's a lot of, who's that dude? Chris, somebody who does all the Korean food. Because I kind of miss that in a way from being over there. Jacob, what's up? Been a while. Absolutely.
Coastal. What group was I looking through? That was probably Panhandle Surf Fishing. I think I was on that one. That seemed to be a lot that got a lot of my stuff there. Tony, see.
I try to hit like a lot of them. The one I'm unfortunately not going to anymore is Navarre inshore fishing. That one is completely spammed out. Like all you get is spam stuff. So if you're the moderator, if you're listening, if you're the moderator of that one, I would take a look at your group there, man. Because I keep seeing Simon Cowell and everybody died and all this stuff. And those are the posts that you get. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, Sylvester Stallone's dead. And I'm like, what? Get out of here, man.
No, he's not. I'm not going to click that. Hold on.
Let me click here and find out. We see what's going on here.
You'll never believe what happened. Click here. Okay.
Exactly. All right, I'm clicking there, man.
Or my other favorite ones are the ones where you'll see people like, oh, who's your favorite sports team? When did you do this? And it's like password, password.
Exactly. Like, don't fall for this, people. I gotta keep telling my mom that every now and then. Like, Mom, don't fall for these things, man. They're just, no wonder you keep getting hacked.
And Jacob, yes, I will eat a stingray this year. That is on the list. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I think it's time to try something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, catfish is just fine. I'll happily do that. I was going to do bobo. If I catch a remora that's of a proper length, not a little one, I'll do that one. Because I truly believe, you've heard me say it before, if I can catch it and if I haven't eaten it, how can I say it's good or bad? I'd rather find out if it's bad when it's not seasoned, and if it's bad, I just give it to the pups. They'll love it unseasoned. Yeah. They don't complain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. All these YouTubers, dang it.
Yo, so I'll bring up Jack real quick. So Jack, you posted a video, was it today or yesterday? Your quick reel of when you were out tuna fishing in the kayak, and you had the one on the reel. Did you know you were getting hits on that other reel that was behind you? Because your second reel was just like bouncing, going off, and then it stopped. And then your other reel is the one you were fighting the fish in on. So I don't know if you knew. It's kind of like Lawless's videos when he was posting those, and he was like, he was reeling one fish in, and in the meantime, his other rod is just going crazy over there. And he's like, what the hell? I can't.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was hilarious.
It's like the perfect Sean problem too.
Yeah.
It's like between Jack and Sean watching their videos, it's kind of like I expect that to happen. Or, Jack yanking up on a sheep and something. Watch, it's going to cut off and he's going to get mad. Damn it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Or, you got to feel bad, but damn, you guys have some great content. I absolutely love that stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, David, we do need to see some videos from him on the cart in action. That would be most good, which will happen soon, I'm sure. Yeah,
it'll be out there, man. I'm telling, like I told David, because he messaged me about the stuff. If you haven't switched over to wheelies yet, it's night and day difference, man. I don't think anything. And that cart is just, I had it loaded down the other night with all my shark gear and everything. And before, it was a necessity to have the motor on the cart to push things out. And I could almost one hand, two finger, just kind of push that cart across the stand the other night. And it was like night and day difference, man. I couldn't believe it.
I bet.
I heard it, but I just focused on the one because I can't do two things at once. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Trying to fight two at the same time. I mean, nothing good's going to come from that. That's for sure. JC, I'll be doing one soon. I've kind of backed off of it because I didn't want to become spammy. I know it's been probably close to a year since we've done one, but we'll get one together. Definitely want to do one there. We've talked about this, Jacob. We've talked about this. I can't eat them because I'm allergic to that.
Oh yeah,
if I would do it, but I am unfortunately allergic for that. Wheelies. Yeah, I mean, Deerfield also talked about the other ones too, the surf fishing tires that he got the bearings in, so that makes a difference too, because wheelies are hard to get your hands on. But if you want to talk to Brian about that, Deerfield Fab and Weld, he's got the information on that whole stuff with his carts, especially the prop, the razors and all the other kind of cool stuff that he's got going. Oh my gosh, I got words, I can't use them.
I got an idea for you, Brian. I need to send you, but I'm not sure I'm ready to.
Oh, it's the other Brian. I'm like,
to buy. Yeah, no.
How are you gonna send
Deerfield on a bucket holder idea, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger on just yet. I need to get a few more charters in before I spend any more money. Yeah, beach wheel with the bearing roll, amazing. I need to do it. Yeah, I mean they are.
Yeah. Because I mean it's not a wheelie, but for those that are looking for a smoother ride, it's going to be a lot better of a rotation. But what else we got here? Did we hit everything?
I think we hit it. We hit sponsors. We hit everything. So I mentioned it earlier in the show. Next week is going to be a pretty cool show, and you're going to want to stick around, tune in. All that good stuff. We'll be teasing it throughout the week on social media, but we'll be letting you know what's happening next week. Next week's show is going to be pretty good.
Think the word boat.
Boat.
Just think the word boat.
Not my GoFundMe. Not my GoFundMe boat.
No, don't be confused.
But a different boat. Just ordered second set of 19-inch wheelies a few minutes ago. Oh man, yeah, that's what I ended up going with on mine. I was gonna do 16s, but I was like, you know what, I can't do that. I gotta do the 19s on there.
Jesse, Brian Curlett from Surf Fishing Solutions to make a breakdown camp stove that mounts to a rod holder, make breakfast on the beach. Nice. Translation: we will fish with Jesse because he's bringing food.
Food.
Jerk. It's all it takes, man. Doesn't take much.
Appreciate it, Jack. Appreciate you sharing it out, man. Yeah, Brian, my rod holders that Brian made me, Curlett, I love those things, and I wish he'd make more. The single tube ones. I mean, we fought 6-7 foot sharks out of there for folks that couldn't hold the reel, and they fought it right out of the rod holder. It didn't move, it didn't budge, it didn't do anything, and it doesn't wash out. I mean, they're great, but unfortunately, he doesn't make them anymore.
Yeah, and they work really well on the Atlantic side.
Yeah, they do.
Friggin' beach is a monster piece of. If you bring bacon, I will come. Yes. See, that's the thing. You start talking about food with certain people, and next thing you know, we're all gonna have friggin' Portofino line straight across with everybody making friggin' carne asada chorizo and breakfast tacos.
Oh, when you mentioned carne asada fries on our small group, I was like, oh, I need those right now.
Dude, that's one thing I will give Callie that I miss is I miss the drunken 2:00 in the morning taco truck food. And I mean, carne asada fries. Oh,
yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah, I'm missing some yaki mandu right now, man. I could go for some yaki right now.
I enjoy cooking. Yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, we'll get out and fish. We made hot dogs for lunch.
It's all good. Hot dogs are glizzies, man. Glizzies.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Glizzy.
Oh, Tony's going to bring the mud bugs. There we go. And there it is. We got the Cajun rock.
Meat, whiskey, and fishing are my kryptonite. There you go, man. Let's do it. Dude, all these comments coming in. Let's do this, man. Maybe we just need to meet out on the beach, man. Drink some bourbon and fry up some carne asada fries. Yeah, absolutely, Tom.
Tom definitely remembers the old West Coast piece there. And then with that, so don't forget, we are still, Mike and I are still going to set up something for Rod Demo. There will be a couple of gatherings. There will be some places and some stuff like that. I will talk to you, Mike, after the show, but I just found a location for us to do centralized meetings free of charge. And
really,
it's in Navarre. So we'll have some stuff that's going to start.
We should do some Panhandle Fishing Report meetups.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Let's do this.
That is again post show that we will definitely.
All right. Natty lights. I'm with you, Tony.
I am
some bush light and natty light, man.
I am not in Yuma. I am
not in Yuma.
There's certain lines from my Yuma is a natty light place.
Yeah.
Of course it is. God damn, Jack. You are so good.
Actually, they're going out of business, Jesse. They're closing their doors.
Yep, that one is closing down. They just sent a message out. Somebody else is buying it. A friend of theirs.
Andy's Daiquiri and something another. I don't know.
Another daiquiri bar?
Yeah. Well, it's Andy's something. Andy's Daiquiri and something beach bar. Yeah.
As long as it's not owned by Andy Dick, we'll be okay.
Yeah. No. Right. Yeah. Well, the thing about Broussard's is you either get good food or you get good service, but you won't get both at the same time, man. Yeah. Yep. That's the unfortunate thing about that place. And that's a whole nother tangent, but that's true with a lot of restaurants here in Navarre, unfortunately.
But it is.
Except for Scooters, man. If you want some good seafood, go to Scooters.
Love Scooters.
Get you a good fish sandwich, or
see. You start talking food now, I'm in trouble now because you got Scooters and now I've got Buzz. Now that they got the brick and mortar place up there.
Dude, Buzz, brick and mortar. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get fat hair. I mean, I'm going to have to get a new doctor because I don't want to have the conversation of, well, we talked about losing weight. Yeah. Well, we talked about stopping not talking. So, I mean, here we are. I'm glad. Sign this. Have a great day. Freaking stupid adulting. But we're getting some good chow. I mean, we've been getting some pretty cool things in here. We're spoiled. We can do that, and then hell, I can run over to Gulf Breeze and then stop at Bun's place and go get a massive poke bowl of happiness. Yes.
It doesn't make me sad at all. It's good
Sorry,
stuff.
didn't mean to.
Awesome. Well, there we go, guys. Another show. Appreciate everybody sticking around tonight. Is great. Love these things. Love these shows where we're not really scripted, but we kind of script it and we just kind of go off the cuff.
Yeah, it is a little fun, but we'll eventually have some guests for you guys. We promise. You won't have to listen to Mike and I all the time.
We're working that. We talked earlier about getting our guest lineup going again. So, all right, folks, appreciate everybody tuning in. Until next week, we will see you guys later. Out.